Please put your hands together for Alycia Marie.
Howdy, you guys. Ooh, wow. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, I don't know, the village people thing, that's sort of like, you just ruined it for me. I had no idea that it was in, man. It's like Santa Claus. What? There's no Santa Claus? First that, now this? I can't take it. Jeez. But I grew up in the 70s too. I don't know. I feel sort of old, you guys. Like, my last call, like, is when I go to, like, Ralph's. There'll be, like, a really cool song on there, like, Beat It or something. Like, and I'll start to just, like, do the moonwalk. I don't know. It's like, or I'll hear, like, the Breakfast Club song, Don't you forget about me. And I'm like, ah! Oh my God. Flips me out. It's like, yeah, that's my last call. You don't have to play the song like, what's that, Closing Time? You guys can't stay here, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah. It's like that song, but that, I guess it doesn't really work because Ralph's doesn't close. You could stay there for 24 hours if you wanted. I don't know why you'd want to, but you could be like the Bundys and just sort of stay there, live there, get through the heat in the summertime, right? Remember that episode of Married with Children? I don't know, it's like where they like, it was so hot, they just like lived in their store. Yeah, but I don't know, it's like, so like a song like the Breakfast Club song goes on and it's like, it flips me out. I'm like, oh my God. And then I realize I'm old, man. It's like, I don't think millennials get that stuff because it's like, they haven't lived through hearing a Bieber song in the grocery store yet. Like, wait until they do, then they'll be like, I get it, man. You have that enlightening moment all of a sudden in your life, and you're like, okay, that's what my parents felt. I don't know, being Gen X is sort of cool. It's like, I think it's cool. It's like our sign, it's like that. I don't know, you think about it though, it's sort of like a Hitler sign, something like that. It's like, you want to go like that? Like, I don't know. I can say that because I'm part Jewish, so. But it's like, so it's like that, the X thing. And the millennials, I don't even know what they have, but I will give the millennials one thing. It's like when they were, it's like right now, it's like Chris was talking about like the president, the current president right now, if you can call him that. But no one, let's just say, no one really flipped out like when Bush didn't win, and he was evil, right? My generation is just like, we're so lazy, lackadaisical. It's like, oh, he didn't win, Gore didn't win, Kerry didn't win, and I mean, whatever. It's like, forget it. It's like, we'll just live through it. And he was evil, man. Bush was evil. I would have protested. I mean, sure, my protesting was just like, I'll sign this online. That counts, right? Like being an armchair activist, that counts, right? Signed 20 petitions in one day. I think that's good. I mean, I didn't go to any of those protests. Like, I don't even know if it's still a thing. Because millennials have such a short attention span, right? It's like, okay, 10 minutes, that's your 10 minutes of fame. It's like The Bachelor, the Dancing with the Stars, boom, boom, boom. Watch this video in 10 minutes. No more half-hour sitcoms, right? It's like 10-minute sitcom on YouTube. That's their max. So I don't even know if it's a thing to protest anymore. But we didn't protest, and I mean, Bush was evil, man. But I think president now, it's like he's just Mr. Trump, whatever. It's like he's just stupid. He's not evil. He's like stupid. He wants to. Now his thing is like, oh, build a wall, man. We're Americans are gonna pay for it. Forget Mexico now. It's in the budget, right? They just put it in the budget that just came out, right? It says like one of the budget things. They're gonna cut Meals for Wheels. Yeah, but let's build that wall. $1 million to build a stupid wall. It's like he really thinks he's in his delusions of grandeur that we're gonna pay for this wall. Heck no. He's just stupid. So, So yeah, there's that, about that, like, millennials and crap, and, but I mean, I do think, like, there's things about me, we got, like, Christian Slater, we got, like, Winona Ryder, Luke Perry, all these great, like, actors of our generation. Like, we got like John Cusack with his ghetto blaster on his shoulder like this, and pump up the volume with, like, Harry Hardon, like, that was his name, I think, from Christian, pump up the volume, Christian Slater. And it's like, they're all making a comeback now. So I mean, that's the thing, it's like, they're all, I mean, if they ever died, whatever, but it's like, they all got in trouble with the law and did that cool, like, gonna go to jail for a few days and in their 20s, and now they're like, okay, now it's time to get, like their big comebacks, which is cool, I guess. But it just proves, though, like, my generation, like, the Gen X doesn't die. We never say die, man. We can be in the gutter, like, and boom. We did it, man. We made our comeback, which is awesome, I think. I don't know. It's like, like, Luke Perry was cool too. Sorry, it's hot. I had this experience one time, like, way back, like, from the original 90210, and I hate that we have to say that. The original 90210. Like, God, they'll remake anything. They're remaking Heathers, right? Did you guys hear that? Yeah, it's like, as a TV show. And I was like, oh my God, they ever remake Breakfast Club? Just shoot me, man. That's not rad. That's not rad. Not at all rad. But it's like, so they ever remake that, but I mean, if they remake the Breakfast Club, could you see it, like, coming to a TV the screen or the internet near you? We're gonna make Saturdays cool again. I mean, I could see it, you know, a bunch of cool hipster nerds, like, kids on the show. Anyway, like, I digress. I have ADHD, so it's like, I'll just bounce around a little. It's like, but if you ever hear a conversation between two I also dyslexic. Can't even say the word dyslexic. But if you've ever heard a conversation between two ADHD people, it's like, what? Yeah, okay. That's the whole conversation. Did anyone understand that? Okay, then you don't have ADHD. Yeah. But, so I was on the set of, like, 90210 doing some extra work a long time ago, and I got, like, sort of got, like, a line on the a word, I should say, like, a word on the show, just to say thanks, you know, on the show. And I was, like, an extra. I showed up, like, because I was, like, 23, but I looked like I was 16 because of all my acne and gross stuff. So it's like, thank God for that, though. I got a lot of extra work back then. I was on a lot of cool-ass shows. So I paid my rent. Back in the late 90s, rent was cheap, man. It was, like, $400, like, for a place on Sunset. You could, like, live and... Well, I still had no money. That hasn't changed. Still have no money, but at least rent was cheap. I didn't have to have, like, the millennials, like, 10-ass roommates in one room. So it's like, I was, like, doing that, and I was really excited because, like, the 14-year-old in me was like, oh my God, I'm going to be on 90210. Like, I'm going to be an extra on the show. It's like, it was like a dream come true to me, you know, to be on that and have that experience. It's just because I had such a bad crush on Luke Perry then. I still do. You know, he's on Riverdale. They remade that. I mean, first that was a radio show, you know that, and then it was like, it was in the comics. It's about the Archie show, so it's on CW. So he's on that. Proving millennials can, I mean, Gen X can always get something. They can always have that comeback. So, anyways, like, so I was on the set, and I was, like, super excited to be there, and he pointed to me, and I was like that, and I was like, what? And so it's like, finally, I was like, I walked up, well, I ran, I sort of halfway ran, I was like that, going up, and I was like, cool, so he's like, so we just want you to, like, say thanks or to them. I was like, you want me to say that? I was like, yeah. So that's like, cool. And so we filmed from every different angle they could, and did all this junk, and And then finally, where it was like, I didn't notice like the producers and like Luke Perry was directing that episode too, so I was like, I didn't notice they were all like, what? Like, and finally it was like, finally they were like, who's told you to say that? I was like, Luke said it, or Mr. Perry said it, and I was like, okay. Then they were like, no, we changed our mind. So, I mean, there's no me saying it, but he was just like, dude, it's money. Start. And I was like, but the best thing was like in the background where he was like, or one of the crew members said, who's in charge of the set today? And I'm like so glad about that, really, because I was like, made my day. But I mean, so I didn't get a line on there, but I had a great experience, you know, because my 14-year-old self that was screaming the whole time was like, ah! And I was like, I still think of that, and I'm like, oh, awesome. So I guess, I mean, I'm going to end on this. It's just, I don't know, it's just like, Gen Xers can do anything. Now I'm doing comedy. It's like, you can always have that come back and do whatever the heck we want. All right, enjoy the rest of the show, and give it up for your host in Taos Studio.